Hello there, Libra. Welcome to my channel. My name is Ariel, and this is your 2025 tarot forecast. This is meant to be a full year reading, so this will have a couple of cards pulled for each month of 2025 to give you an overall theme and energies for every month of the year. I'm so glad to see you, Libra. I have not been posting as regularly to this channel in a while, and it's just due to my work and other time constraints, so I still like to get in here and do these as often as I can. I have not forgotten about y'all out there, and I absolutely still love doing these readings. So let's go ahead and jump in. We're going to start with some oracle cards just to get some major keywords and energies. There is so much going on. We're already almost to the half of January, if you can believe it here, y'all. I can't believe how fast it seems like the year is going already. So Spirit, let's see what we have for our beautiful Libras for 2025, please. Everything they need to see for their highest and best good. And we have truth. So Libra, this is a year of truth for you. This will be all about honesty, transparency, telling your truth, really demanding the truth from others, not being willing to put up with anything that seems, hidden or not above board. On the bottom of the deck, we have leadership. So I feel like, it's like truthfulness and leadership. And it's like when you are honest and truthful in all your dealings, it helps you to be a really strong leader. It helps you to step up. It's like you're finding, your North Star, you're finding your deep personal truth, and it is leading the way for you for this year, which is really exciting. Let's see what we have in your numerology. 2025 is a universal number 9 year. So I say, it's like everybody gets excited about, oh, it's a new year, new vibration, new beginnings. And I said, yes, there can be new beginnings, but often in a number 9 year, there will be endings and closures as well. And often those need to come before you can truly have a new beginning coming in. So just keep that in mind. Of course, the universal year differs from your personal year, so it's a very different thing. But for the universal energy, we are in a number 9 year. So next year, 2026, it goes back to a number 1. So let's see your numbers extra for Libra, please. And we, again, look at this. We have leadership coming out. Oh, so exciting. And look at this on the bottom of the deck. We have the number 2 of patience. So leadership is in your keywords twice here, Libra, and that's a rare thing to see in these oracle reads because we only pull a few cards for these. So I would say you are definitely leading the way here, Libra. You might be even, starting a new business. You might be starting something where you have to really step up and be the boss. You're the one who's in charge. You're the one taking, hold of the reins. And it's, it really just requires you to be very honest about what it is that you're seeing and feeling. The leadership card is an 81. So your numbers 8 and 1, put those together, you get a number 9. And the 8, of course, is a big number of manifestation. The number 1 is all about your personal identity and your self-worth. So I feel like you are truly manifesting, your own self-worth, your own, identity is coming up very, very strongly this year. And because it's resonating with that number 9, it's like there are some things that are just going to end, some things that are going to begin. And then you have the number 2 of patience. So just be, steady as it goes, Libra. If things seem to take a little bit more time than you want them to, don't get discouraged, because we are going to also be going into the lunar year of the snake, and that starts at the end of January. And the snake is very much akin to the Western sign of Taurus. So it's a very steady, grounded, earthy energy. It's much more, it has a lot, it's much slower than the dragon year that came before it. Dragon year is like fast and furious. Things are moving quick. when we move into the year of the snake, it does get a lot steadier, a lot slower, a lot, different kind of pace. People like to take their time. And of course, with the snake, there's also that transformation energy, shedding the skin. And so there's going to be a lot of changes, a lot of transformations. Let's get into your tarot next. We're going to pull one card for each month of the year, Libra, January through December. And I will be clarifying each one of those as well. So let's see what we have for Libra in the tarot. Yep, there's definitely some growing, looking at new opportunities. Relationship energy, which Libras always bring up, I tell you. And there is 12. All right, so let's start out with January that we are already in. That is the Seven of Pentacles. So definitely, Libra, I think you're doing some reorganization right now this month. I think you're kind of deciding what you want to put your energy into. I think you're looking at what's already growing and you're saying, okay, there's some things that maybe aren't growing as well as I would like and others that maybe are doing better. It's time to prioritize. It's time to say, which one should I put more energy to and which one should I put on the back burner? It's like the Seven of Pentacles is like a little past the halfway point, of growth. And you're kind of checking in on your garden and seeing, which of these are working out the best, which of these seems to be, the strongest option for me. And then we have the Lovers. So Libra, this is definitely about making some decisions. Gemini energy with the Lovers. So there's definitely options. And we know that Libra can be famously indecisive. They take their time making their choices. They really like to weigh all options because you are the scales. So you really like to see what the balance is. For some of you, not all, but some of you, this could also be like literally choosing between a relationship with different people. It's kind of like, which one do I want to date, which one do I want to get more serious with, which one do I want to be exclusive to, right? So for some of you, it's definitely that you're also might be wondering, is this relationship worth the effort that I'm putting into it or not? So take that one as it resonates. It could relate to work or love here for you. Going into the month of February, we do have the Two of Wands. So to me, this is all about, again, new beginnings. He's taking out, the globe, looking at the world, and he's saying, where do I want to go next? Do I want to go alone or do I want to go with someone? You might be taking some little trips, in the month of February. The Two of Wands really opens up a portal. It opens up a new doorway, something you may not have considered before. Oh, and we got cards flipping. Try not to get the flipping. When things get energized, it definitely starts doing that, though. So we do have the Four of Pentacles. You might be playing it kind of safe. You may not be saying every single thing you're feeling, and you're really cautious right now about getting taken advantage of, either emotionally or financially. This is Capricorn energy, so I kind of get this feeling you're a little bit stop and start. Because the Two of Wands is fire energy, which is a lot more impulsive and let's go and let's do and let's see things. And the earth energy says, slow it down. I'm not sure if I'm ready to do all of that just yet. So take it one step at a time in February there, Libra. I would say that, it's like you don't want to be too tight, close to the chest. You don't want to, hold things in so closely that you can't allow other things to come into your life. So it's fine to be cautious as long as you're not overly restricted with yourself. Going into the month of March, we have the Two of Cups. So I feel like there is definitely a little love in the air for this month. This can be, for my singles, a birth of a new relationship. You could be meeting somebody new. Could be a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, come up into this card, but it doesn't have to be. This is a very healing card to me as well. It's a heart healing card. So I feel like anything that goes on in the love life during the month of March, it can be very, very soothing. It really helps calm the heart down quite a lot. I also say that, like, this is just, it's that energy that you're not sure exactly where it's going to go yet. It just feels really good right now. So enjoy it for what it is worth, right? Because the Two of Cups is usually more of a beginning or a healing in an existing relationship. Let's get a clarifier on this for you. And we have the Eight of Swords. So look at this. I feel like there's a couple ways that we can read this, and I feel a few different things from it. With the Eight of Swords, I feel like this could be really looking at a relationship that maybe makes you feel stuck. Or maybe you feel like you can't be completely yourself in the relationship you're in, because the Eight of Swords is all about feeling restricted. It's a self-imposed prison. It's not like somebody else is trapping you. But if you're in a relationship that's making you feel that way, your choice would be to get out of it so that you don't have to feel, like you truly can't be your authentic self. This is, probably one of the more challenging manifestations of this. I do feel like there's something, in a relationship or a relationship situation where you really have to let yourself be yourself. Yet again, leadership and truth are coming out here. So it's like, don't stay in a situation where you can't speak your truth, where you can't lead, sometimes at least, because Libra, you are a cardinal sign. You are a leadership sign. You're not meant to just sit on the sidelines all the time. And if you're with somebody that can't be comfortable with you taking the lead at times, that's not a good situation. So take it as it resonates. The best manifestation of that card pairing would be that you meet somebody that helps you to set yourself free, right? That just encourages you to be your true authentic self and leave those fears and worries of speaking your mind behind. So going into the month of April, we have the Hanged Man. You could be, again, having some difficulty making some decisions. You might feel pulled in two different directions here. I definitely feel a little bit of that energy in this first 4 months. This can also be a month of enlightenment, because the Hanged Man does bring spiritual awareness. It can often mean that you have to sacrifice or let something go to reach that attainment, to reach that new level. But it is worth it, right? So if you feel like certain things are shaking out or going away or moving out of your life, it's because really so much better is coming in. And many times it does mean releasing a hold on material things, because the Hanged Man is ruled by Neptune. It's very spiritual. It's not so much of this world. It's not materialistic at all. And it tends to let things go in order to reach new heights in a spiritual and emotional sense. And we have the stars. So it's like, I feel like you're really reaching, again, for your truth, for your authenticity. This is Aquarius energy with a star. It's hope, it's faith being restored after a long, dark night of the soul. And so, Libra, just take this into consideration. It's like anything that you're being asked to release in this month of April is bringing you closer and higher to your true self, right? Aquarians are all about being their true self. And so that is very much what that's encouraging. For the month of May, we have the Three of Wands. So Libra, this is a month where I feel like you're waiting for a return on your investment. This is that card of waiting for your ships to come in. There may be something that you kind of started here in February for some of you, and by May, you're starting to be like, all right, I've put some investment of time into this. I'd like to see where it's going. And right now, it's a little bit better to sit back and wait for it to come to you. It doesn't mean it's nothing happening that month. It doesn't mean that you won't be active. But there is a part of it that says you can't chase it down. There's part of this journey that is needing you to allow everything to come to you at this time. And on top of it, we do have the Seven of Wands. So at the same time, it's also time to kind of put your foot down with certain people, certain situations, if you feel like they're really infringing on your peace, on your sanctuary. It's definitely, I would guard of arguments that are needless or don't go anywhere during that month of May. but also don't put up with people that don't respect you or respect your space or your journey. They may be like, why aren't you moving faster, Libra? And you're like, I can't. I'm literally waiting for my ships to come in. I am waiting for things to start moving for me. And until then, I have to do what I have to do, right? Going into the next month of June, we have the Three of Cups. So to me, I feel like there's a bit of a celebration here. I feel like you start to feel better about where things are headed. Especially after the month before that, I feel like there could be a little bit of stress, a little bit of tension, need for patience for sure in that month. But by the next month of June, you definitely are feeling a lot better. This could be a great time to get out with friends, celebrate, go dance, go have dinner, do something that really lifts your spirits up. And we do have the King of Pentacles, so it could be something that, has to do with money. You could be getting a good new job or raise, some kind of promotion in that month of June that really makes you feel a whole lot better. Resources just improving generally, you feeling more stable. That's definitely part of the King of Pentacles. Going into July, we get into the Strength card. So you could be called to really, dig deep into your courage, your personal strength, really having the maturity and presence of self to overcome some of your worries, old fears, old bad habits, etc., things like that that may be coming up, because the lion is the symbol of our human nature and all of the challenging things that it can bring up for us. And the woman is the symbol of our inner spirit, who is calming down that nature, right? Who's helping that lion to navigate things. And she's also, so much stronger. It's like the spirit is stronger because she's able to actually put her hands around that lion's mouth and get it to calm down for her. So, your spirit's very strong, and that's, of course, why we call that card the Strength. But this is a month where your strength may be coming very strongly to the surface. You may be calming people around you, maybe calming down yourself, and really using your higher mind to guide your action. And we have the Hermit. So I also feel that there's a time in this month where you're just going to want to chill by yourself or take some space for your own. It's like, I've got to do my thing. I need to heal. I need to relax. I need to recharge. The Hermit is Virgo energy. The Leo Strength is Leo energy. So we have Leo and Virgo both represented in that month very strongly. They're both major arcana cards. So I do feel like this is a big month of just you stepping up, saying, here's what I need. You may really need some time to yourself. But I love how we have the Hermit here. And we also have the Star card because he carries the star in his lantern as well. And I always say that this is a card of following your personal truth. It's a card of healing and recharging yourself and, reflection and turning within. But it's also very much a card of leading the way, leading your own way and following your truth, which has come up very strongly as we started this reading. Going into the month of August, we do have the Emperor, yet another major arcana card. So he's coming in there strong. This is Aries energy, greater authority, greater strength, greater leadership. Here we go. I'm telling you, Libra, this feels like a year where you're really stepping up into a higher position of authority. And it's really all about whether you're strong enough to step up into that role, whether you've got that courage, that bravery to step up into that role, to be completely honest with yourself and others and just do what's right for you, because you're really shining with that this year. And we have the Knight of Pentacles. So I like this balance because I feel like it's action, but also organization and making sure that you have all of your ducks in a row. Knight of Pentacles takes things a lot slower. He's the slowest moving knight. He is Virgo energy. Yet again, we're bringing a lot of Virgo energy into these 2 months of July and August. So you may feel like you're preparing to take on a role this month, or you may take on a role and take on, a new job or a new identity or something that's happening in your life, and you get in there and you're like, all right, I got to organize a whole bunch of stuff. I've got to make sure I've got everything clear so I know exactly what I need to do. And that's part of the job or position that you're stepping into. Going into the month of September, we have the Nine of Wands. So I do feel like you're very, very busy this month. You may feel like you're really having to also protect or defend yourself or your position. If anyone is, trying to challenge you or trying to give you a hard time, like you're definitely ready to defend yourself, even though you're kind of tired. This is a month where if you can grab those extra naps in between the action, I definitely would, because I get this feeling you're going to be doing a lot. Yes, you will be. And you're also going to be completing some cycles here. That's part of why you're going to be so busy. So we go from the 9 and the 10 right in the month of September. So anything that's been kind of weighing on you, I feel like this is the end of a burdening cycle. 10 of Wands always indicates that we are coming to the end of something. We're putting some closure on it. It's like one more trip up the mountain with this bundle of sticks, right? And I don't have to do it anymore. So for some of you, you might be putting something to an end. Absolutely. And that is very much up to you what that is. For me, I see for some of you, there could be a relationship in question here. We definitely see that up in the beginning of the year. There could also be a job very much in question of where do I want to work? Do I want to work for myself? Do I want to get a new job? Do I want to ask for a raise, a different position? All of that can come into it. So I do think this month of September is really showing that there will be some kind of conclusion to those, because that is a completion of something that's kind of been weighing on you for a while. Going into the month of October, your own season, we do have the Knight of Wands. So again, I think this is another opportunity for travel, movement, breaking away for a little bit. It could also mean a move. For some of you, I could absolutely see, some of you moving. And we have the Queen of Cups on top of that. So you're being very particular about how and when and where you do that. She is the most careful of the queens in a way, except maybe the Queen of Pentacles. They're both very cautious, but she's more emotionally cautious. She keeps the lid on that cup. So she's very careful about who she takes along with her, who she lets into her inner world. So Libra, you're using your intuition. You're using your emotional center to kind of decide, okay, do I want to go on a trip? Do I want to move? I've really got to listen to my intuition about how, where, and when I do that, and who I take along with me or not. Going into the month of November, yes, you are going to need some rest, Libra. I highly recommend it. The Four of Swords is a big, big time out. Rest, reflection, meditation, Zen. It's time to rest. It's time to get some extra sleep. Take a break from all the busyness, because you've got quite a lot of it through these months. I can absolutely see it. It's a rather busy year, and so you're going to need a little downtime there. Yes, and I would also say that with the 10 of Pentacles, it's definitely time to reflect on everything you're grateful for, how far you've come, how much you've actually accomplished, because the 10 of Pentacles, to me, is one of the most positive cards in the tarot, and it really symbolizes stability, success, happy home, all of the things that we work for, right? So that is a beautiful month, actually, of November. Going into the last month of the year 2025, we do have the High Priestess. And so she is all about the intuition. Very similar a little bit to that Queen of Cups, right? She lives in that realm of intuition, the subconscious, the dream world. Really paying attention to her inner wisdom and her inner truth. Yet again, we have that truth energy coming back around. So what I feel is, after a really busy year, one that at times may make you feel like, I don't know how much more I can take because I'm so busy. I've got so many things to take care of. I feel like the end of this year, the last 2 months here, are much more peaceful, much more centered. I feel like all of your busy work, it's like you really finally get a chance to just have some big downtime and just let it go for a little while. Yeah, and look at that. we have the Three of Wands coming back up into your reading again. And so this may also be a month where you're saying, you know what, I've already put in a lot of time, effort, and energy. And so I'm just going to chill. I'm just going to let my ships come to me. I'm going to let this energy return to me. And yeah, take a little break there, Libra. It'll be the holiday season, you know, in that month. And so it's time to just let yourself relax and enjoy a little bit. Let's get a blessing card on this year's reading for you. And we have a blessing on a friendship, Libra. So I say that Libras make some of the best friends. They really, really do. And so I feel that your friendships this year are especially special and blessed and abundant for you. It's like your friends really come through for you and you for them. And there may even be one special friendship this year that really stands above the rest, and you look back and you go, wow, you know, this was meant to be. Either I met them for some very specific reason and they were really here for me, or it's somebody from your past coming through to really step up for you. But your friendships are absolutely blessed, so don't be afraid to get out there and talk to new people and cultivate your existing friendships, Libra. I hope you have an amazing 2025, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Take care.